a dream we trust. You'll be switching up the players on your team too much. Tiny Copy, that's my low, Young Supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world getting cream or what? Ain't you get off on whoever hustles seem to rush? Las Vegas, yeah, you. After all that looking tough, all he seen was 50 Cent and Mayweather with us. True story. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5 total games with access to 4 stacked.
Shooting guard at 6'6", number 8, Duncan Robinson. The other guard at 6'3", number 7, Goran Dragic. In the middle, standing 6'8", number 11. Starting at the other forward position, at 6'6", number 22, Jimmy Butler. Eric Spoelstra is your head coach.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting block shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rajon Rondo is out there with Bryant, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. And for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Robinson in at the 2 spot. Now here's Crowder. And Dragic with the basket on the assist from Crowder. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us, Brent. Your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14 is still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. And he knocks down the first one. And Kobe drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Dragic dishes to Butler. Over James. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. About a minute played so far here in the first. Dragic with some nice D. Butler finds Dragic. Passes to Adebayo. Outside Butler. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Howard against Adebayo. Here's Butler, and Davis sends it back.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
James with it, out guarded by Crowder. James outside. The pass to Howard. Floats it up for Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Robinson passes to Crowder. Butler against James. Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Bryant. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall. Some numbers for Rajon Rondo. A very nice season for him last year. Was in at about 9 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
The Lakers on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Outside Bryant. The Lakers get it back in a new 14 and finished off by Davis.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with that.
Pass to Adebayo and stolen by Howard. Robinson against Rondo. Passes it to Howard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Butler. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Trying to get open is Crowder. No good on the triple. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, one thing you can say about the Heat team, very long and very athletic.
That helped them really stay competitive in a lot of games. But when you can't shoot the ball, really, really hard to come back in games where there's teams firing away from 3 and you can't mount any sort of offensive comeback.
Here's Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And he makes the first.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime. And that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And he makes both free throws. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
And he gets it to go.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Rondo, bounce pass. Here's Kobe. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Dragic the pass to Butler. Now here is Robinson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Butler feeling it out a bit. A shot. That one a little long.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here is Robinson. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Dragic against Rondo. Lets it go. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Inside. Here's Kobe. Here's Howard. And the layup is good. Howard's got 8 points.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Now here's Butler. And the rejection by James. Here's Crowder. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Robinson kicks to Dragic. Butler dishes to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got his 2nd bucket.
Well, just like a good coffee mug, you have to appreciate strong handles. Dragic showing him there.
Here's Kobe. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Gets one to fall, but only his 2nd make in the first 7 attempts.
Pass to Adebayo. Kicks to Dragic. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Rondo.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
That one goes in. 6 points for Davis.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And now here comes Kobe leading the break. Here's James. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called, the Heat. Seems like nearly everyone, Brent, can shoot the 3. Records being broken every year. How long do you think this age of shooting is going to last?
The tipping point, I'm not sure where that is, but the fact that the Houston Rockets in the past 2 seasons have done what it is that they've done, shooting more 3s than 2s for 2 consecutive seasons, is just a mind-boggling thing to me, Kevin. I
But
think,
where has it gotten?
well, I think that we're kind of at
The tipping
maximum.
point.
I think we are at the tipping point. I don't know how much more you can do, but the teams that are seeing those other teams having success with it are trying to emulate it
They are.
without the talent that you have. So the next few years are going to be interesting to see how it is or where it is that a transformative player maybe brings the game back towards inside the three-point line, or what strategies change to create even more three-point shots.
And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. Myers Leonard comes in for Jay Crowder. Jones checked in for Robinson. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Goran Dragic. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Kobe. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Butler, no good.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line. If he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range, they're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Thomas passes to Jones. Green against Butler. Pass to Olynyk. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Thomas. Leonard trying to break free. Thomas, no good. Lakers leading by 16. Loads it up for Davis. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Thomas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Butler kicks to Thomas. Over Waiters. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And here is James. A 20-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Davis, the pass to Waiters. Back to Davis. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat trail by 18. It's stolen by Davis. Waiters with the ball. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it,
Take a break.
or
Take
it's
a break.
completely deserted
2 shots.
and there's no point in going.
First one falls for him.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. Outside Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Heat with the ball. Right side, Thomas. Clock at 6. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Green passes to McGee. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And now a chance to look at Jimmy Butler. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
Now here's Thomas. Knocked away. Here's Jones. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Loads it up for Davis. That shot missing. For the Heat, their last game a loss to Minnesota. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Three-pointer, Butler. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. The Heat trail by 20. Outside Thomas. Now the dish to Jones. Butler against Green. And it's good for 2.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. It brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
Lakers leading by 18. Kuzma outside. Back to Waiters. Outside Green. Davis against Leonard. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Miami with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Butler in the corner over Waiters. Goes back up. Olynyk can't hit.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now, here's Thomas. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Passes it to Olynyk. Butler on the wing. Green deciding where to go with it. Lays it up off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 20.
And for a guy who once had few, if any, dribble drive skills coming into the league, you have to like Green's aggressiveness.
Thomas dishes to Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Two.
No good on the free throw.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
Howard's checked in for Davis. Good on the second free throw. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Howard. Waiters gets a wide open look. Off target with his three. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against New Orleans. Butler, no good.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
Three-pointer, Butler drills the three-pointer. Butler's got 7.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And being a smaller player is a challenge. But Isaiah Thomas...
I just go in there. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. Like, I've always been the smallest guy out there, but when I get on the court, I feel like I don't see any height. So when I go in there in the paint, I expect myself to score or make a play for somebody else. And then, I mean, it just, other people go crazy about it. I feel like it's normal.
Thomas brings that fearlessness, Greg. He's always played with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he's got a deep bag of tricks for finishing around bigger players. It's really something to watch.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Thomas. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Waiters. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Green. 5 to shoot. The 11-footer. Here's McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Olynyk.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep your body going strong, staying healthy?
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and they're on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what it's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
Second free throw, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat, trailing by 19. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he lobs it up. And the Lakers get it back. Howard misses. And Miami shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Butler finds Thomas. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Waiters. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, I didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Here's Green. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Green passes to McGee. Waiters outside. Back to Howard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Howard's got 12.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now a timeout called by Miami. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
In for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Myers Leonard. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. Robinson's checked in for Butler. And it's Dragic in for Thomas. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Waiters. Now here's Crowder. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
And that's the hustle you love seeing from Kuzma. When he moves like that, he is tough to guard.
Here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. JaVale McGee, 4th.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
That free throw, no good. LeBron, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. He hits the second from the line. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the wing, James. Olynyk is covering. It's stolen by Adebayo. They get a hand on it. Kobe with the steal. LeBron with it. Now guarded. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Over Rondo. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got his third basket of the night right there.
Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
Out to the right wing. Now Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now here's Dragic. Dishes it to Crowder. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike that one away.
Here's Kobe. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dragic against Rondo. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Adebayo finds Crowder.
LeBron James ratcheting up his intensity on the defensive end. Doesn't want to give up anything easy.
Back to Dragic from the arc. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 22. LeBron left side. To the paint. Here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 6. Robinson dishes to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. No good from Howard. The Heat trail by 21. Dragic left side. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Olynyk. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by James. And it's Bryant in the corner. Gets a very good look and converts. Bryant's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Rondo against Dragic. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And the dunk by James.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
Now, here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Robinson against Bryant. Now, here is Robinson. Defense is right there. Just 3 to shoot from 20 feet out. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And that one drops for him. LeBron's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
All right, go, man.
Rondo against Dragic. Here's Adebayo. And it's sent back by Howard. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Down low. Here's Dragic. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Howard. He's coming off a 22-point game against New Orleans.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
The Lakers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. what he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Outside Dragic. Over Rondo. And the shot is long.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Ryan in the post, defended by Crowder. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Lakers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the
I'd like
NBA.
to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Back to Dragic to stop the run. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Dragic against Rondo. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Lakers on D. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Howard with the steal, and it's the Lakers on the break. And Bryant slams it in.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 8. Howard with the steal. Here's Davis. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Over to the left wing. Rondo against Dragic. Back to Robinson. Knocks it loose, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Goran Dragic. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Yeah, just a bit rough around the edges, GA, but he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them.
Now here is Howard. 13 points in the game. James, and the dunk by James.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Robinson against Bryant. Robinson passes to Dragic. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Now here is Robinson. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. The kick out to Dragic. 6 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And it goes down 2 points. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
Shots good from Butler.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
And Waiters kicks to Green. McGee the pass to Davis. He dishes it to Waiters. Puts it up from 12. Jump shot is good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Miami Heat. Throws it up high.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
The Lakers shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. James against Butler. James in the post. That one no good. Some solid defense from Butler. And here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the middle, looks for Thomas, gets it to him. That one drops for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Waiters. It's blocked. Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Down low, here's Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game. Miami's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Thomas against Waiters. Thomas passes to Leonard. And Davis sends it back. Fast break, the Lakers. Kicks it to Waiters. The 3 from LeBron, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Some incredible work in this one by Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They were not running an efficient offense.
The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bryant is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's McGee in at the center position. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dragic finds Crowder. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Adebayo. Butler, no good. The Lakers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. James misses.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Outside Dragic. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Goran Dragic. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, Davis. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The ball rotates over to AD, and he simply rises up and makes that jump shot look so easy.
Pass to Adebayo. Feeds it to Butler. Over LeBron. Butler, no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4.
Oh,
goodness. Oh, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Outside Dragic, and the pass to Adebayo. Outside Butler. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher even when he gets hit.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Butler.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
On the wing, James, defended by Butler. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Dragic the pass to Crowder. Robinson against Bryant. Outside Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
And Butler always aggressive. A threat to pick up fouls whenever he's going up with his shot.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Butler. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
No good from Dragic.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Rondo looking around. Pass to James. Here is Davis, defended by Butler. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And that's now 20 points for Anthony Davis. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Shoots from the elbow. The Lakers with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. And James pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Howard kicks to Kobe. He's looking for James and finds him. Rejected by Dragic. Here's Butler. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. Butler's got 17.
And it's really easy to appreciate Butler. I mean, especially how he just fends off contact on those difficult attempts.
James outside. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Up top, Crowder, guarded by Kobe. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Looking to get back on track here, and Davis sends it back. The feed to Bryant, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
That free throw, no good. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along. He was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And the Lakers with possession here. Outside Bryant. Pass to Davis. Launches a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Davis has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Robinson dishes to Olynyk. Kuzma against Butler. There's Dragic with the three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 15 points for Goran Dragic.
Dragic always scattering around, but that time got his feet up underneath him and knocks down the long ranger.
It's LeBron with the drive.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. The dish to Butler. On the clock. And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Heat. Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Robinson. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Goran Dragic. And the Lakers also making a change. Waiters, he's checked in for James. And so Butler nails both of them. The Lakers controlling the game. Outside Bryant. Kobe draws the double. It's Davis on the wing. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Davis has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, just looking at this box score and wondering what Anthony Davis hasn't done. This guy's been on a roll since the tip.
Thomas's shot is off.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And Butler sends it back.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
Thomas kicks to Butler. No good that time. Nice D from Bryant. Lakers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Kuzma passes to Kobe. And stolen by Thomas. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And you gotta admire Butler. I mean, when he's got space to rise up for the finish, he does not hesitate.
Waiters finds Bryant. And the dunk by Kobe.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Passes it to Jones. Heat moving the ball around. Thomas dishes to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. And it's Miami with another.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Outside, Kobe. Lobbed up there for Howard. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Howard kicks to Kuzma. The pass to Waiters. Howard in the post. Thomas is there. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 21. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. Butler on the wing. And that's going to be a travel.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And Bryant kicks to Waiters. Outside, Davis. Pass to Kuzma. Kobe, that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Thomas with the ball. He has 6. Pass to Leonard. And it's in there.
Well, he can be a good finisher at times in the paint. Leonard with the size and length to do more of this.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
They get the rebound. Howard can't hit. And Miami shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Jones kicks to Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, it's been some time since Isaiah Thomas was the all-star guard that he once was, bouncing around the league the last couple years and trying to find a spot where he can regain some of his form.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And he makes the first. And with Thomas, a lot of it is just finding the right situation for him.
Yeah, when is it going to be that Isaiah Thomas is back? I think it's going to be something in just the way that he's carrying himself on the floor. Just the body language and the kind of confidence that we saw during some of his incredible scoring runs in Sacramento and in Boston.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
Jones kicks to Olynyk. To the wing right side. Here's Thomas. Excellent D there from Waiters.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
There's Green with the 3, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thomas against Waiters. Thomas passes to Jones. Butler against Green, right wing. Thomas outside. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 31.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Thomas. He kicks it to Jones. Dishes to Butler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
And how about the strength inside there from Butler? Just excellent at finding ways to get the D to foul him down low.
In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Butler.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And so Butler nails both of them. And here is Los Angeles now. Here is Bryant. He's got 25. Kicks it to Waiters. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Well, an effective combo guard who can pass the ball. Dion Waiters, we'd like to see a little bit more of that from him.
Thomas surveying the D. Outside Butler. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Butler's got 27.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Now Davis. He's got 31. 6 on the shot clock. Waiters outside. Second chance shot, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Butler again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. McGee the pass to Davis.
Great understanding by Davis to sense the foul coming, but also get the shot off as well.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Green against Butler. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers on top, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Mbah a Moute. Jeremy Lin is out there with Livingston. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Crowder in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. It's good. Lin's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Miami.
And Lin is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Bradley finds McGee. Waiters with the ball. Defended by Lin. 5 to shoot. Back to Morris. Shoots over Lin. Morris, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available, that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them, because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Three-pointer, Crowder, yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. That's 10 points for Jay Crowder.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Heat on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Ba'amute with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. In a wide open look for Lynn. No good on the shot, and the Lakers take it the other way. Outside Bradley. Passes to Morris. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
First free throw is good. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green. And Caldwell-Pope drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now here's Livingston. He's tightly guarded. Here's Lopez, plays it up and banks it in.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Bradley passes to McGee. He feeds it to Morris. Got a piece of it. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That's his first foul. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's the pass to McGee. To the paint. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by McGee. Bradley's got his first bucket in this one. Livingston kicks to Lopez. Livingston dishes to Lynn. Lopez passes to Lynn. And he lays it straight in.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Bradley passes to Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
At the line for the Lakers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, taking 2 shots.
Two.
He misses the free throw. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Up top, Crowder. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Livingston, no luck. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Bradley deciding where to go with it. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Good on the shot. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Caldwell Pope able to hit those mid-range shots consistently, but that's one the defense will live with.
Lynn against Bradley. Let's go. And too long on the shot. The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And another basket for the Lakers.
Avery Bradley roaming around looking for some space to shoot, and he finally got it.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Livingston passes to Lynn. 11 feet away, and that one is good.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Back to Bradley. Here's Caruso. Here's Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Livingston. Inside. Lopez inside. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Caruso kicks to Bradley. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. Count the basket.
Great at maintaining some balance on that play. Bradley gets physical, but stays with the play.
Bradley against Lynn. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Lynn.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's Lynn. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. Down low. And that one's good. Caruso's got his first basket.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Pass to Mbamute. Here's Leonard. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
And this can be a bit of a problem deciding how to defend Leonard. He has the emerging jump shot as well as the size to beat you down low.
Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, receding during the playoffs. The highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Livingston. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Morris. Over Lopez. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Morris has got 8 points here in this quarter. Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here is Lynn. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
The Lakers controlling the game. Outside Bradley. Passes it to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. And the 3 off target. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Bradley. Lynn with it. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made, and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
And Lynn with a clear path to the hoop.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Caruso, the pass to Bradley. The pass to Caruso. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here is Mbah a Moute. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lakers shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Morris looking over the floor. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Now Livingston. Shot from free throw range. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Unloads. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Lynn. The shot comes out. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And Los Angeles guys shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Livingston, that's good.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. On the wing, Morris. Lopez covering. Morris outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd